So the string will not be something. Jeepers, I hate for the first few minutes to be me like that. Let's see. Solo layout. What is the solo layout? Hello, my name is Kita, and I'm going to attempt to show you how to do something in Sihouette Studio. As soon as I figure out how to work it, right? So let's see, full screen. Why is solo layout right there? I don't know. Anyway, let me see if I'm live. Oh, it does say I'm live. It does say I'm live. I thought you had to have 1,000 followers to go live. It does say I'm live. So I thought you had to have 1,000 followers. Let me see. Anyway, I'm going to make this a quick little video here. I wanted to see what the heck I look like. Tap to unmute. Opening the app. Okay. Start to finish. This is Sihouette Studio. So, typically when people first open Sihouette Studio, they have the grid on, is what I noticed. And they have the machine set to cameo. So typically when you first when you first download this, when you open it up, this is what you see now. You see 12 by 12. This is what you see. Okay. Yeah, you choose hide and then it does that. So I was like, I must try to start using YouTube more. Who knows? I was like, wow, okay. So or I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of TikTok when I say 1,000 followers, but or however many subscribers. So yeah. It says one or more. Let me see. Is watching. I don't know how this works. Or how you would see comments. But it's how my open app sign in settings. No, let's do this where it's exit. And I want to make sure that it's public. Settings. Lock screen additional. I have no idea. I just want to make sure that I can see my comments. Let's see. So I made a comment. So it does show up here, and I can show it there. But the crazy thing is, how would you know you had a comment if you got to come back to the screen? So I don't know, unless I am viewing it here. Maybe it's one of them things where I have to view it here to see if there are any comments or not. But it's definitely lagging. Anyway, I don't know if YouTube leaves lives up. Maybe it do. But regardless, if you can see the top right hand corner of my screen is page setup. Matter of fact, if you highlight it, it'll say open page setup panel. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is cut off the machine because we don't have a cameo. We're just using this to print with, and you're going to pick none. Okay, second thing we're going to do is we're going to slide over at the top page setup, and then at the top right there, see how you can highlight it? It says grid settings. Okay. Uncheck show grid. This is going to bring you right here. So you want just a white screen. That's what I prefer. Okay. Then we're going to go back to page setup. And instead of our width being 12, most pages are 11 by 8.5 or 8.5 by 11, however you want to call it. And bam. Now I'm using a MacBook, so I don't know if I should have put that in the description. So this is for Mac, but it kind of works the same with Windows. With the Mac, I had to learn the hard way that you got to go to File and Print Page Setup. Okay. So you want to make sure you have 8.5, 11 here. I always choose borderless. You can also choose whatever printer you plan on using. Typically, we're using my Epson. Here's where you can choose portrait or landscape. So typically, when I'm doing the Tumbler templates, it's going to always be landscape. Okay. And what I'm going to do is just bring in a random image. I actually do have some stuff to print now that I think about it. I have some stuff saved in my, library. And I'm going to go here and print it. Since I do have to make one of these cups here. This was a popular design. At the top, you have plus and minus, so you can minus and minimize it. So this was already here because I just opened up a saved file just so you could see, and you can move that wherever. Say when you brought the image in, sometimes when you bring an image in, it's so big, right? Okay, so it says hello everyone to the first. Okay. No, that thing's just really lagging. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Oh, at the top where you see my cursor at and it's highlighted is your width and your height. So your average width is going to be 9.3 for most tumblers. And then your height perhaps 8.2, but for my tumblers, I'm using 8.1. Okay, I want to show you this button over here that says center to page. So if you come across the toolbar at the top, the second row, typically it looks like a little cross. It looks like a crosshair or something. I don't know, a little circle and a crosshair. When you click on that, it's going to bring your image center page. That white sheet is your print, whatever you want to call it, border, or anything within that white is what's going to print. Okay, so see how this says fit to window? That's going to make everything like center page, like bigger so you can see it. I don't know if that makes sense, but now we have our sizing that we want and we have it center page. So now we're going to go to print, and we already did print page setup. So you can either you can actually right click print. You can print like I did, file print, or there is a printer picture in a picture center printer. Okay, this is your print preview. This should come up, and usually if it looks right in the page, that's how it's going to print out. Okay, now since we're doing sublimation and the image has to be mirrored, I already have my settings set up. These are called what they call them, presets or printer settings, and you can name them whatever you want. That's a whole nother video as to how to save your printer settings. Anyway, media and quality. I'm using my real tray. I'm using an Epson EcoTake 8550. The setting that works for me is Ultra Premium Photo Luster with this 8550. Most people use matted presentation paper, blah, blah, blah. That's a whole nother. I'm just trying to teach you how to print, how to size it and print it, okay? And then right here with the layout, I have flip horizontal, and that's very important because that's how we're going to mirror it. Flip horizontal is another word for mirror, okay? So my settings are already set. All I have to do is choose them and hit print. So I'm going to go ahead and print because I actually do need this. I need to put it on a cup for an order. But I hope that helps someone, that, because obviously it's still people out there that do not know how to print using Sihouette Stuido. So one of the common mistakes I see, I think, is the orientation. So if your page looks like this, guess what's going to happen, guys? This side is going to be cut off. It's not going to print the whole side. Because if you go back to page setup, again, we will close this out in case you close it out by accident. But top right, that little page, it looks like a page. The first of that page, because you got 3 pages, you got 3 sections. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The first one is the one you're going to use the most. That orientation, if you come down here, you want to make sure it's landscape. You want to make sure everything is within the white. That's what's going to print. The orientation is not going to print, because guess what? If you leave it like this, it tells you too. When you go to print preview, well, since I have a Mac, my print page setup is set to landscape. But if I wanted to do portrait, see, I got to take 2 steps with a Mac. I got to come here and pick portrait, right? So then when I go to print, see how it's cutting off? It gives you a preview, so you don't want that to happen. So we're going to cancel. We're going to put our orientation back to landscape. So that's important. The word orientation is right there. You can see it on the screen. And then I think this is only the case with Macs, that you have to go to print page setup and actually set your orientation. So as you can see, this is my printout. Everything is in the white. I'm going to cut it and wrap it around my cup. So I don't know if you can see it. I'm using a virtual background, so that kind of sucks. But if you guys want me to make more videos, let me know. I've been told my voice, I don't know, it's kind of understandable. But I'm going to log off and maybe think of another video. I have no idea. Or some better backgrounds, because I'm looking a little crazy. But I'm thinking about getting a green screen because this looks crazy. But raw and uncut, right? Thanks.